just going to share this. This is always my challenge, right? I'm just going to share this to my platform if I can. Oh, you know what? I might not. I can just wait. But hey, how is everyone doing? Welcome. Welcome to the Ask Sharonda Lynn TV segment for She Is Still Dope TV. I am excited to be here. I am Sharonda Lynn, and I welcome you to come in, invite your friends if you're interested in learning about technology, or you're interested in making your business work smoothly. I mean, so smoothly it seems automated. Tune in. We're going to be going over all kinds of programs, of software. Some of you may find an interest, or you know someone who's interested in getting into IT. I'm going to tell you, listen, I've been a part of the IT world for 20 years. 20 years. Some of you know what WordPress is. WordPress, I think, came out in 1997. I began developing in WordPress in 1998, and we are here in 2000. So it has been a wonderful trip in the IT world, especially where females especially are not well represented. But I'm not just about technology. Listen, I have a background also in engineering, chemical engineering, environmental engineering. That is also part of my background. So needless to say, I am a huge STEM and STEAM fan. Now, I know you've heard of STEM, but let me tell you what STEAM is. STEAM is science, technology, engineering, arts. That A for arts, and then mathematics. I was going to say mechanisms, but mathematics, STEAM. So STEAM just extends STEM, because we really can't have STEM without the A, the arts, the web development, the web design, the graphic arts. You can't have any of that without somebody able to do your drawings and to draw up plans and to let you know, and do webcasting and do different prototypes and things of that nature when you're dealing in business, right? So you will hear a lot from STEAM. This is our first program. Woo-hoo-hoo. And so we are going along the lines of our topic for this week, which is a unifying topic. I wish I could call it right from the top of my head, but I am pitiful in this moment. But we are going to be talking about software that unifies. You can unify yourself in your family life. You can unify in your business. So I stumbled upon this. I knew about this for a long time, right? But I stumbled upon G Suite by Google, right? I used to use, I was going to talk to you a little bit about, and I will, as we talk about what this suite is and how it can be transforming for your business. But I used to use Hootsuite, Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts is a lesser version of Zoom, of Skype, but it's one that everybody forgets. So while everyone's home during this pandemic, if you really need to connect, you need to look up Google Hangouts, because Google Hangouts is, number one, it's free. If that's all you want to use, it's free. It doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles, but you can get on there, you can talk, you can have your meeting. I think you can have up to 150 people listening in for free. I know you can only do so much with Zoom. You can only do so much with Skype. There is no limit with Google Hangout. So first and foremost, if your home Skype keeps dropping, your Zoom is not working, you're trying to do webinars and you're trying to do some other things with some other programs, if you get into a bind, always remember that Google Hangouts will carry you over. If you need basic stuff, you can chat, you can go back in between each other, and this is Hangouts. But what I want to talk about is Google G Suite. So if you can I'm gonna share my screen with you. I'm gonna share my screen, and then I'm gonna go over Google G Suite. Now look at this. Google is definitely on point with this G Suite. When I say that you can do anything and everything with this G Suite, a lot of times we have a million apps, right? But we're talking about putting stuff in one place. We're talking about being able to do the things that we need to do with Google G Suite, with the things that with Google G Suite, with any application, right? Because you have things like Microsoft Teams, you have other programs. I'm Stack. You have Stack, you have Trello, you have other programs out there, and hopefully we'll get to those. But I wanted to introduce you to the King of Kings right now for small businesses and entrepreneurs. If you're sleeping on G Suite, you are sleeping on a gold mine. So if you look right now, it says working together with G Suite. In other words, here are some of the things that you can get your business your Gmail for business, and you can have your domain. Say it's www.thisisme.com, and you can have your name at thisisme.com. You can meet safely from anywhere. Again, you don't need Zoom, you don't need Skype. Everything is in this suite. This Meet is amazing, and you can do so much more things with the Meet than you can with the plain Google Hangouts. Google Meet is just another step up from Google Hangouts. Then we want to work faster, work smarter. Look at this. You can assign different things. You can collaborate. So why would you then? I'm just saying, I know sometimes we like our software and we like our apps, but when it comes to small business, why wouldn't we take a moment and try to solidify everything to one place until we get the team that we can change it up and go to different applications. Some of you are one-stop shops. Some of you have ministries that are smaller. Some of you don't have all that manpower. You might have one or two other people other than yourself. This is an excellent place to go, and I'm going to show you parts of it. As I have walked through some things, I want to show you some of the things you can do. But listen, it's security already built in. If you know anything, Google is a giant online. You cannot beat Google with cloud services. You can't beat Google on a lot of different levels. So look, they have security already built in, and then it's been accessed. It's in have access from Fortune 500 companies. So Fortune 500 companies are trusting this resource, and that means even hospitals are even trusting this. How do I know? Because I used to work in a hospital, and we were considering Google Hangouts. They just weren't used to cloud structure, but Google Hangouts met all the HIPAA compliant rules and regulations. So if your business deals with healthcare or anything in the health field, and you have to be HIPAA compliant, Google will meet that for you. So what's included in this suite? What we have in this suite, we have Gmail, we have Meet, we have Chat, we have Google Calendar. Now listen, Google Calendar is amazing because you can have your business calendar and then you can have your home calendar. You can separate the two calendars, but you will be the only one that can see it. You can give people access to your calendar. You can, so that they can change what's going on if it's a company calendar or if it's just your individual calendar, and you have an administrative assistant that needs to be able to get in and schedule you. Oh my gosh, this is the way to go. So Google Drive is cloud storage. You can store your presentations, you can store your forms, you can store all those things that are go-to things for you. If you have questionnaires, if you have anything that is digital, you can store it in this Google Drive. And then guess what? It's automatically backed up. It's automatically stored. Oh my gosh. If I could tell you what I have to do in some of my jobs just to keep the integrity of data, to have somebody already do that for you, it is amazing. So what else can they do? They have Google Docs where you can do, you don't need Word. You don't need Microsoft Word anymore if you don't have to have it. They have Google Docs. They have Google Sheets, which takes the place of Excel. They have Google Slides that takes the place of PowerPoint. And they have Google Forms. That's a form builder. Oh my gosh. If you need to do a survey, if you need to find out information quickly, you can create this form and you can send it out to your contact list. They have Google Sites, which is a web builder now. From a web builder point of view, I would not do Google Sites because that's what I do. I build web pages. However, for those of you who want to jump into it, you certainly can. I do not like, for web development, and that's my field, I don't like a lot of structure. I like to be able to do what I want to do. But if you enjoy stuff like webs.com, Squarespace, all of those kind of things, you might want to check out Google Sites. And here is Google Currents. You can do employee engagement. You can do a bunch of different things with that. This is Google Keep, which is your notes and your lists. And all of this is together. So what does that mean? That means that if you need your list to pop up, if you need to coincide with your Google Calendar, all of that's already there. You don't need two cows. You don't need a different email provider. You don't need a different collaboration application. Everything is in one place. You have app script. That means you can optimize how you work. If you are technical like me, you can use the scripting. And then you have cloud search, which searches across the whole Google suite. So if you have something that's in your slide presentation, you don't have to necessarily go there. If you're in your suite, you can just search for it. I'm going to tell you where this is. If you've ever done it, one day I'm going to show you guys how to use, what is it called? Oh my gosh. It is a Microsoft product, but you use it and it's like a notes, but you go in and you can search across the whole platform. So one day I'm going to go over that for you. But you have also under the security part of management, you have the admin, where you can do your security and your administrative controls. You have your endpoint management for your organizational devices. You have a vault, which you can retain and archive and search archived data. You have work insights. You can check and see what everyone has been working on and their work patterns. It's just really crazy. So now you're probably wondering, what does this cost, right? The amazing thing, look how much it is, even for enterprise. It is $25 a month. So let's look at what you get. If you do the basic for just $6 a month, you definitely are going to get your business email. So what does that mean? You can stop sending at, if you are thisisyourworld.com, you can stop sending thisisyourworld@gmail.com. No one thinks that is really professional. We know that that's what we work with until we get there. But Google Suite's G Suite makes it so simple, incredibly simple, for you to have that info at thisisyourworld.com. It is so simple. So you get your Gmail, you get your Meet, that's your video and your voice conferencing. That means you don't have to pay for all the other Skype and all the other ones that we always use right now. You hear it all the time. So you don't even have to pay for that. It's already in Google Meet. And then your chat and your team messaging, you can chat and message in between your team to make sure that everyone is on point. Everyone is doing what they need to be doing. You can check up, you can share your calendars, you have your drive, and at $6 a month, you get 30 gigs of storage. Now, we don't get 30 gigs of storage on the free one. So this is 30 gigs of storage that you're able to get. You can do word processing, spreadsheets, presentation builders, like I said before, forms, website builder. You can do your shared notes, presentation builder, current engaged employees, to engage employees. And then you can do app scripts, which means you can automate your processes. What do I mean by that? That means if someone sends you an email, you can automatically set it up to automate another email to send off. You don't have to wait. You get that email, you type something up, you can have a standard reply. Thank you for reaching out to us. We will be happy to answer your questions. While you're waiting for us, please go look at this email and go look at this website and see if you have any more questions, but someone will be back with you. I mean, you can go ahead and send that out. You don't need MailChimp all the time. You don't need Aweber. And some of you don't know what those are, but those are newsletter. That's like Constant Contact. Those are automated newsletter programs or processes that you can put in place when you have newsletters. We'll get there. Honey, stick with me. I'm telling you, I will have you right. So that was your $6. And then with your $6, you also get your security and management. So you definitely get 24/7 support, which is amazing. You get admin, which is your security and administrative controls, enterprise grade. At $6, you're getting enterprise grade access controls with security key enforcement. So what does that mean? I know that's a whole lot of jargon, but what that really means is that you are secure. You're not secure on some lower level because you're only paying $6. You're getting the same level as an enterprise client or customer. And then you have endpoint management. You can remotely manage your mobile fleet. So, that's all for $6. You don't have to do the big boy just because you can afford $25 a month. You don't have to. Now, what I got is I got the business 12. So I got the middle one. I'm kind of a middle of the road person. I don't like to get the least one, and I don't need to get the greatest one. So I'm right in the middle of the road. So included in this is everything that I've already said for the basic plan. However, Drive is unlimited. So where you get 30 gigs, I get unlimited or 1 terabyte per user. So if I have fewer than 5 users, we all get a terabyte of storage. I'm going to tell you right now, everybody's running for a terabyte of storage. I'm a web developer, graphic artist, and video editor. I can edit video like you wouldn't believe. It's not something I tell folks, but it's something I do. And at any rate, I have a terabyte on this machine that I'm on right now. I haven't reached 300 gigs yet. 1 terabyte is like 700,000 gigs away. So you get an amazing amount of storage with the 12. And let me see if there's anything else. We get cloud search. So you can search. The only thing different is that we get a terabyte. Well, I should say this isn't the only thing, but we get a terabyte of storage. And then we get cloud search, which you can search across the entire G Suite. When I tell you that is a feature you will come to appreciate when you have things going on all over G Suite. You can just search for it instead of going in and trying to find everything. The other thing you have is, I'm trying to see. Oh, that's not included. Okay. So what's the difference in the security management? So the difference in the security management is you have data regions for G Suite, which I don't need to go over for you. Data regions pretty much says that a region, it's like, it is tied to an actual physical region like North America. Instead of your stuff being backed up and hosted in Norway, it will be backed up and hosted where you are. Let me see if there's anything else. Vault. You're able to retain, archive, and search data. And this is for the $12 a month. This is just for $12 a month, people. And I say it like that because we go to whatever links we do to get to Zoom. Zoom is so much a month, and then we pay for other things, and you can do it all in one suite. Everything you need is right here in one suite, and you can do e-discovery for emails. You can audit reports. You can track user activity. Now, I'm going to tell you why it's good to be able to track user activity, because when you are the boss or when you have things going on, everything falls on your shoulders. So if your employee would say, hey, I'm working on this or I'm working on that, and you're paying them and you see no movement at all on it, then you know they're not working on it where they need to be working on it. You can't track it. And I'm sorry, you have to inspect. You have to inspect what you expect. Stop not looking and just thinking that people are going to do it because you don't understand how it goes. Sometimes we got to stretch ourselves just a little bit so that we can understand, just the basics of the next part. You don't want to be all up in IT stuff and not understanding and then trusting the next person for your vision. Be responsible for your vision enough to be able to do the basic stuff, is all I'm saying. And yes, you can still do your endpoint here at your suite. So what I want to show you really quickly before we go, I am almost done. So here, I just wanted to show you this photo that I took of when I enrolled in Google, the G Suite programs. When I enrolled in it, I enrolled in the $12 one. I told you that, but it took me through a process. Now, this is the most difficult part of this process. If you see right here, it says verifying Diggs Media, because I have diggsmedia.co and I have SharondaLynn.com. SharondaLynn.com and Diggs Media, they go hand in hand. It's just diggsmedia.co is really my my business portion of it, and Sharonda is the kind of Ask Sharonda Lynn website. But as you can see, it's verifying. So it takes time to verify. So when you go through the process, it's going to ask you to do a TXT on your domain hosting, in your domain hosting. And they have a list of how to do that. It takes about 5 minutes tops to do it, right? Here is the issue. If you don't know what you are doing, you're going to need help. Right? You're going to need help. So get with an IT person. You can even inbox me. You can leave a message. If you get stuck, you don't understand, I'll be happy to help you. But this is the most difficult part, and really it's copy and paste, save, but you have to do it in the right space. Google actually is smart enough to go out there and figure out who you're hosting your website with. So this is only if you have a website. So if you have a website, it's going to look for these things. So this is one of the things. And as you can see, it says up to 58 minutes remaining. So hopefully it is done by now. I want to show you the admin console. Here's the admin console. As you can see, it says the first thing here, it says set up admin console. Click here to get started. So all I want to do, I'm not going to take you through the ins and out of getting started. I think that's a little bit too much, but we're talking about unity, putting everything in one place, coming together, making sure your business is totally together. This is the G Suite program. You can see I have a dashboard. You can see I can add or manage users. I can create groups. I can do mailing lists. This is what I'm talking about. People, come on. We've got to go to the next level. And the next level says we've got to be fortified with the basics. We want to get out there. We want our product to sell. The administrative part is so important. And if you can consolidate it like this, It's amazing. You have organizational units, you have building resources, all of this stuff. One day I'll be able to get in all of this with you. I will not do that to you today. But of course, I can click here and I can get started with my admin console. And it is going to verify that it's me. I am going to enter my password. I'm going to enter my password. I should have left that alone. I'm going to click on next. I'm going to accept all the wonderful things. Oh, also, you saw that I saved my password. If you're on a public computer, never do that. This is my password. So look, it says verify. Show that you own this domain, and it says 5 minutes. Try to verify digsmedia.co again. So what I did not work. So now I have to go back and troubleshoot. And this is why I said you want to make sure you have some help. Now, I know that I did it correctly, so I know it's something on my hosting end, and I need to call them and make sure that they have that portal open for me to do it. But if you get into this and it just says try verifying it again, call your hosting company. They are well aware of what G Suite is, and they will help you along the way. So I am going to go ahead and give my folks a call, and I'm going to let you go. We can stop sharing. I can stop sharing my screen. And I just want to thank you so much for joining me. I know you're totally excited about G Suite. Listen, you can do so many things with it to where you can consolidate. If all you're doing is having some meetings and you need some collaboration, you don't need to pay for 50 products. I think sometimes we overdo it. We over product size everything. If you can do everything for $12, do it. That's a no-brainer. If you could do everything for $6, if you don't need the $12 because the other part of it is not really something that you're interested in, do the $6. It makes you look like it takes you from being entrepreneur to looking like you have a team, very well respected and very well structured. So that's all I have for you today. Again, tune in next week. And next week we'll have another presentation. But listen, G Suite is the thing to go. And if I can come back sometime and kind of take you through different parts and pieces and how you can use that in your organization, I surely will, because I believe in this product. On top of that, I'm already in the process of trying to certify in Google Cloud. So I know a little bit more about some Google stuff, but I am totally sold out. I don't work for Google, but I am sold out for the entrepreneur, for the small business that is trying to grow and is trying to present a professional product. Okay, so listen, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. My email address is info@sharondalynn.com. That's info@sharondalynn.com. Shoot me an email. Let me know you're out there. Give me some thumbs up if you're on YouTube or you're on whatever platform that's showing. Give me some love. Ask me some questions. I would love to answer. And if you have anything that I can answer for next week, we can set up a Q&A time and I can answer your questions directly. Again, not only do I love tech, but I've been in tech for 20 years. There's really not much I have not seen. I've been a network engineer. I've been a LAN engineer. I've been help desk, customer support. I've been a chemical engineer intern. Hello. So whatever it is, please drop your questions and I will try my best to make sure I have an answer. Okay, so listen, talk to you soon. It was wonderful spending this time with you. See you next week on this tech show. Talk to you soon.